Why, yes, I am Italian. Hey, Michael. La Syria Bashar, of course. Yes, I happen to be Italy. And you're French from Lille. I actually have a friend who lives in Lille. Well, sometimes. Generally, he lives in America. Hey, Complex Numbers, how you doing? Hello, War Master. Hello, Krieg Brown Desert Pea. Yes. The only kind of people we like over here. Now, I wonder if my chat box is ever going to work. I'd like that very, very much. But yeah, other than that, welcome all you big brain motherfuckers. Let's actually, I apparently don't have a. Hello, War Master. Oh, I don't need to hear my own voice. I actually hate hearing my own voice, which is kind of a problem when I edit videos. Right, they changed the... Right, I need to set up a thumbnail, so sorry for 1 second. Hello, Woodcook, Red Dragon later. Oh, maybe. Wouldn't mind some Red Dragon. And yeah, plus, you know, you've been telling me to do it for like 2 days and I haven't obliged, so that does work. Do I even have like a thumbnail that would work with this? No, doesn't look like it. That's kind of sad. Well, I should have thought of that before. I really should have thought of that before. Looks like I am very small brain. That's alright, that's alright. Hi, Error. Hello, Mohammed. Inshallah. Yes, inshallah, my friends. Alright, wait. Is the stream fine for you guys? Because my phone's being retarded. Anti-Korea gang represents. Oh, please, not the Tim Appreciation Gang. I really don't want to hear from that. I do not appreciate Tim. Okay, it seems to be working. Very good. Whoa, we've only got 1 research slot. Amazing. Amazing, we have 1 research slot. Like how we don't have basic computing. We do not know how to computer in Saudi Arabia. So they've reworked this, have they? They probably reworked this stuff. It's fine. Who is Tim? There's like this channel that posts spam essentially on everyone, and well, his name is Tim. He has a stock picture as his profile picture, and it's just kind of funny. He has been spamming my videos. All right, I think let's just start with the neutral stuff because there's actually a lot going on. I haven't even fired up this focus tree, so it's gonna be, ooh, interesting. So this is gonna be fun. I got F4 Phantoms. I can have the volume be a little louder. Modern Day 4 main theme, amazing. How's the volume looking? Okay. Greetings, Blake Oliver Boatfield. Hey, that's the old theme song. Really now? I don't remember it being the old theme song. Hello, man with all the Arabic letters. Yeah, letters. Maher al-Assad is very big brain. Oh, I'm not sure about that, but probably. Alrighty then. We've got carrier planes apparently, even though we don't have carriers. Alright. So it's weird here. We have a counterterrorism operations Middle East. Ooh, it's pretty slow. That's actually, I'll click away my browser so that it's faster. Okay, so we're getting quite a bit of money. That's good. We're getting quite a bit of money. We have the the coal bombing, of course. And, instantly the United Arab Emirates asks for a bailout. Amazing. Because we already have influence. For the cheap price of $10 billion, for a small loan of $10 billion, we can get up to 45. 210 influence. Quite good. Which we can cash in later. Salam alaikum, Abi, or AB. What's up, my brothers? I am doing good. Go Muslim Brotherhood if you're based. Who owns that little Iraqi province next to Kuwait? It's the Americans. It's just to, you know, make the global war on terror, or sorry, the Operation Enduring Freedom, or yeah, Enduring Freedom. Work, because otherwise they'd have to, like, yeah, they've got like military access for Kuwait, but that's not how it works in Hoi 4. In Hoi 4, you can't attack through a friendly country into a country that is not at a war with that country, because I don't know. Apparently, we're doing huge military spending, which, as far as I know, yes, that is the case for Saudi Arabia. We've got the extended royal family, got the merchant class, and the Wahhabi ulema. Not Saudi Aramco. Not Saudi Aramco. Interesting. Communism with Arabian characteristics. No. So is there a based United Arabia path? Yes. Hey, Cynical Man, how you doing? Wait, are you the guy that has also the profile picture of the One Punch Man or something? From the Discord. Salam alaikum, Chaba. Gigantic brain Wahhabi ideology while being aligned with the West. Yeah, I know, right? Anyway, there's a ton of gigabrain stuff over here in this focus tree. We're gonna have time to explore that. Anyway, ooh, thank you, United States. First off, we have terrorism threat. The higher the terror threat of a country is, the higher the likelihood of jihadist groups launching attacks on domestic targets such as government offices and foreign targets like military bases in that country. Attacks may be launched in a neighboring country if the border is left unguarded. The severity of terror attacks and the likelihood of them succeeding can be decreased by raising internal security spending and conducting counterterrorism training. Okay, so we can conduct a counterterrorism training and raid the terrorist hideouts with our command power. Alright, so if the raid is successful, the terror threat will decrease by a medium amount and radicalization will increase by a small amount. If the raid is unsuccessful, the terror threat will not decrease and radicalization will increase by a medium account. What's the plan for Saudi? Gonna make a nice, friendly, secular democracy? Well, see, the thing is, I didn't want to like reveal this so quickly, or talk about this so quickly, is that there are a ton of paths for all these Gulf nations. So there's political affairs, right? That branches into constitutional monarchy, which can lead to either nationalist republic, secular Western democratic republic, or Islamic republic as well, favor Khomeiniism, which is, oh yes, my friend. Or absolute monarchy, which is just, you know, standard Saudi Arabia. Or the radical reorientation, which is obviously the Islamic State, the jihadists. So that could all be very, very fun. And not just that, but you can also unite the Gulf Cooperation Council into the Khalisi. Yes, the Khalisi. I know it's not the Khalisi, but I'm gonna call it the Khalisi Union. And I'm in chat with a dev right now, who is actually a good supporter of the channel, Mr. White. He's on my Discord. He worked on Egypt, apparently. And he also playtested Saudi Arabia, so he's giving me tips and tricks to be the best. Oh, prohibited service for women. Exactly how it should be, my good friends. Empower the Ba'ath, please! Yes, I know, right? Republic of Korea 3-when. We need to restore the Yushin regime under Park Jung-gae. Exactly. When Republic of Korea. Hey, Panzerman. How are you? Heavy chemical industrialization. You're the first person who pronounced my name correctly. Oh, that's just the it's because I learned a bit of Russian, and I'm guessing your name is something like Czech, right? So yeah, I've heard about that. And anyway, basically, with the socioeconomic affairs and the foreign affairs and the Gulf Cooperation Council and the Shia question, we can basically influence which political path is going to be most effective for us. For example, if we keep like the absolute monarchy, or if we go for the Sunni Democrats, we're going to keep the Wahhabi ulema. And so favoring scripturalism could be good to increase their opinion to enthusiastic, but it could also be that we could favor reformism, which is going to decrease their lovely opinion, but we're going to increase it anyway later on by empowering them. So yeah, who knows? Amazing. Let's first do the rentier state though, because oil is great. 意大利现在什么样？不太好，但是政府现在告诉我们这些emergency restrictions 情况不太好。Is modern day 1.9 available yet? It's 1.9.1. This is what we're playing right now. It's just been released. Sunni Democrat. Yeah, you can do this, the Sunni Democrat. Привет, Neon Petrovich. Как дела, товарищ? Россия новая. Да, она еще здесь. Yeah, anyway, so we can still do our radicalization. Like, we don't want to obviously go down this too far if we're gonna want to do the Sunni, you know, the Sunni state, the Islamic state. Right now, our threat is substantial. What country has a core in Hejaz, Mecca? In Hejaz or Hejaz, it's Hejaz. Oh, Nejd and Hejaz are two separate releasables. And there's also Qatif over here and Hassa, because that's the Shia. They can revolt. Pretty amazing. How many what? So basically Sunni Iran. You can also do Shia Saudi Arabia, or like pro-Shia. Like, I'm guessing that's what you mean, like favor Khomeinism is actually, like favor Khomeinism, to do that you need to have embraced Shia dominance, which is down here. Amazing. Придется месяц сидеть дома. В России тоже. В России тоже. Потому что я услышал, что в России ситуация не такая... Oh, what is this music? This is quite amazing. Four languages. Well, one of them is my home, my native language. Oh, Shevardnadze, you're back. Я услышал, что в России ситуация с вирусом нет, не неплохо, но она же неплохая, как в Европе. Но не знаю. До 3 апреля. Здесь может быть, что карантина придется до мая. И может быть до июня тоже. Это будет жестоко. Anyway, invest in the metal industry. Ooh, 10 aluminum. So we haven't... oh, we don't have any military factories. We have 8 civilian factories. That is very yikes. That is very much yikes, although I do want to start off getting some research anyway. So we're obviously gaining money not from, our daily balance is actually low. Oh, we are losing quite a bit. Yeah, that's probably from all this military spending. We should probably reduce that at some point. We have extensive welfare state. How interesting. Now we can't... Now we are constructing. We could try to do stable growth. Same, but what I speak is useless. Oh, that's sad. Can we infiltrate North Korea? Yes, and reclaim it for the glorious fatherland. Democratic Party. How dare you? We must revive the 4th Korean Republic. Ooh, Vladimir Putin elected president. Chondo! Amazing. Planned economy. Ooh, massive international sanctions. Ooh. Totalitarian government. Are they getting ready to release or to work on North Korea? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I've got non-historical focuses, so there could be weird shit going on around the world. Anyway, so basically right now we have substantial threat of terrorism. We can fund de-radicalization programs with our oil cash. That's fine. And we can conduct counter-terrorism training. Interesting. Then we have Islamism and secularism. So our country's society remains. Ooh, there goes. Oh no, there was an Arabic text that I could have failed to read. That's very sad. The existence of alternative sources of religious legitimacy. Ooh, Rifat al-Assad asks for support. Now that the Syrian president Hafez al-Assad is dead, his brother Rifat is asking for our support. Rifat was the vice president of Syria until he was kicked out of the country in 1998. He says his removal is unconstitutional, and in the event of the death of the president, he should become the next president. There are rumors of a popular uprising that is going to take place in Syria, and Rifat says that this is his opportunity for power. Okay, he just needs a bit of money for his plans to go along. Ooh, big brain. Don't you speak English, lamb? Also, is lamb or lamb, whatever? I don't speak Cantonese, obviously. Is that like the same surname as the Carrie Lam, you know, the chief executive? And in that case, is it like one of those very, very common surnames, like, you know, Kim in Korea or something? I don't know. We could give him some funds. $4 billion is not a lot. And apparently the Hezbollah of Hijaz exists. Amazing. Do it! Do it! Do it! Oh, for true Baathism. Yeah, like honestly, the Baathism. What would happen if I changed the Soviet Union ideology from communist to pan-Arabism? I think you should go play Crisis in the Kremlin and see what the result is. Anyway, I'm gonna give him funds. I'm not sure exactly like what his tree is. I think it's oh right, Rifat al-Assad, the Arab News Network, the Arab Democratic Party. Change the popularity of emerging. Or kick out the al-Assad. So that's the Damascus Spring. Interesting. So he can then... Oh, there goes Putin. Long live Baathism! I mean, Baathism is a seriously big brain option. Also because you can do aggressive nationalism. And with aggressive nationalism... Look at all those scores! Abdulaziz established, well, not Abdulaziz, but established what will become the Saudi Arabia through an ambitious conquest of the Arabian Peninsula. The conquest was necessarily limited at the time by the British protection of the Emirates along the eastern Arabian coast and the Hashemite kingdoms. Now that a check on our regional expansion no longer exists, I believe that's called USA, but whatever, we are free to unify the entirety of the Arabian Peninsula under one banner. I don't know how to do like meme stupid racist Arab accents, so I'm gonna keep the like weird Russo-German mix that I've gotten from playing Ostalgie. Saudi irredentism threatens our sovereignty, decreases Gulf Cooperation Council unity, but you get cores on pretty much everything that's over here. Do you even get cores on like Jordan, Mafraq, Amman, and Aqaba? I've seen Aqaba or Aqaba. How about Mafran? Nope, not Mafran. But you get, yeah, you get basically war goals on everything out here. The world is Saudi cores. Do it. Amazing, amazing. Can you remove the Salmans? Yes, there are a ton of paths to remove the Salmans. There is the constitutional monarchy, which can lead down to empowering the Shia Democrats and basically going in and establishing the Islamic Republic, you know, the Islamic Shia Republic. You can preserve the Salmans, the royal family, the Sauds, or you can do again the nationalism republic, or you can, you know, do the great Wahhab. You know, the legacy of Al-Wahhab. Anyway, what would our nationalism even be? Yeah, the Ba'ath Party. Do we even have a leader for that? Hamza Al-Amin. I'm not sure if that's a real person. Anyway, I'm really like thinking that we're gonna do Baathism, but whatever. First, we're gonna like get a country, because right now we are not really a country. We are Saudi Aramco with a state, essentially. Like, we're getting quite a bit of money spent in ways that we cannot repay, but you know, how much resource exports? 31 billion dollars. Extensive welfare state, free emergency treatment, number of Saudi citizens joining extremism. Fuck yeah, whatever. Who cares? Police state. Yeah, see, like we're spending the maximum on everything, and that's not exactly how it's supposed to work. Especially, for example, research. Like we don't even have research slots, so we can quite effortlessly reduce that to basic support, and that's going to hopefully improve our spending situation. No, it looks like we weren't spending that much on that. How much are we spending? 0.053 on bureaucracy, 0.02 on defense, 0.053 on internal security, 0.069 on education. Yeah, see, oh, okay, right. We're actually spending a lot on education, but clearly our people don't need to be educated. Ooh, right. What is this even? Ali Abdullah Saleh, gravely insult our nation. Okay, I found my stupid racist accent in a viral video on Twitter and Facebook. 2000? There was certainly no Twitter, and I don't think there was any Facebook. Ali Abdullah Saleh got caught. This is just the memory TV voice, essentially. Got caught on tape telling a group of ministers the following joke about Saudi leader Abdullah bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. One day, Abdullah bin Abdulaziz Al Saud was walking around with his camel. Suddenly, Abdullah bin Abdulaziz Al Saud meets a Yemeni traveler. Yemeni traveler, why in the name of Allah are you walking around with this donkey? Are you blind? Can you see that this is not a donkey? Yemeni traveler quickly replies, shut up, Abdullah bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. I was talking to the camel. This dog should learn to keep his tongue. I will throw my shoe at him. So anyway, Ali Abdullah Saleh is actually a really big brain man in real life. He switched like allegiance like 700 million times. He's currently the president, I believe, of the Houthi, quote-unquote, Houthi Yemen. The United States embraced reform. What? What are you doing, Bill Clinton? So Oh! Oh! So he can do either America first, give progressivism a chance with the Green Party, or unleash the libertarians. Unleash the libertarians. If he does that, I'm putting this like in my screen all the time. Send the scuds. Puoi mostrare il focus? Certamente. Guarda te mo che roba, porca di quella madonna puttana. Cioè, guarda che roba, è enorme. È gigantesco. Questo è quello degli Stati Uniti. E quello dell'Arabia Saudita comunque è enorme. Guarda quanta cazzo di roba c'è. Привет, Joseph Stalin. Unleash the liberty. Bill, what have you done? I don't know, man. I have no idea. Facebook was started in 2005. Exactly. I thought so. I thought so. Anyway, like, yeah, this focus is massive. That's what the Italian-speaking man asked me. Ooh, okay, so that's the Islamism and secularism. So we can... Alright, a major factor in our government's religious legitimacy is our adherence to conservative social values. Pursuing socially liberal policies too quickly risks increasing support for Islamist alternatives and the radicalization of society. We can reduce this risk by making sure not to decrease social conservatism government, which is affected by focuses and decisions too far below social conservative society, which gradually rises and falls to match the former. Okay. Social conservatism society determines the extent to which society is either conservative or liberal, with high levels of conservatism granting more political power and salafist drift, while high levels of liberalism grant a higher trade opinion factor and Western drift. So basically what can be done is that we can ban Al Jazeera! And that's going to decrease non-aligned support. Oh, non-aligned is the Al Jazeera because they're the Muslim Brotherhood, are they? Non-aligned is the Sahwa movement. Moderate Islamist. The Sahwa, or Islamic Awakening movement, emerged in the 1990s as a loose network of Sunni clerics who perceived the Saudi monarchy as departing from true Islam. The movement has pushed for genuinely political reform in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, but has failed to achieve success due to Saudi monarchy's imprisonment and cooptation of dissenting clerics. Okay. Wait, the Green Party of Saudi Arabia? Is there really a Green Party of Saudi Arabia? Press X to doubt. Anyway, need to do land doctrines. Deepen the safety net or shrink the safety net. Right, that's for the welfare state. Reinforce patronage networks. Amazing. Ni mama działani fan? Aww. Na, 再见. Земля под нами, ножи в кармане, Аллах над нами. Как идет дела? Все нормально. Все замечательно, потому что Аллах над нами. Аллах Акбар. This is Islamic environmentalism, big brain. Green Baathism, that would be cursed. That would be very, very cursed. Anyway, so what do we want to do? Do we want to shrink the safety net? Or do we want to... private sector job creation would be quite good. Construction boom. Stable growth of fast growth. Or do we want to deepen the safety net? I feel like we want to shrink the safety net, you know? Let the market forces handle everything. Untether the fossil fuel industry. Replace the merchant class with Saudi Aramco. That might be what we want to do, because big brain. But see that industrial conglomerates instead of the merchant class. Foreign investment duration minus 25%. See, I'm not sure exactly what that's gonna do. Commit to domestic merchants, cater to investors. Ooh, the international bankers. Tajus. Yes. Amend the kafala system, minimum wage. Ooh. We're gonna be sock them? I'm not sure about the sock them. Court tourism and foreign businesses. See, like, I don't want to do inclusive policies though, because that might bar me from doing exclusive policies, which might bar me from doing mass deportation. Foreigners are a corrupting influence on our society and must be expelled for the good of the nations. Notice how it's not like redistributing these foreigners anywhere else. It's just, it's deportation, but we're actually killing them. And that's gonna prevent me from doing aggressive nationalism. And, you know, I might want to do aggressive nationalism. This is so ridiculous, to be honest. So absolutely ridiculous. Joint ventures, synthetic oil plus 10%. Total. So that's just the commercial relations. Ooh, stock market listing, sovereign wealth fund. The IPO has either succeeded or failed. Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna piss off a ton of people, especially the small and medium business owners. Well, the small and medium business, the small and medium business owners can go fuck themselves. You know, those people are like not good people. They are bad people. So we are gonna kill them. Regional upheaval. We'll be able to pursue a Shia revolutionary, Arab nationalist, or Salafi jihadist foreign. Oh. So that's if we are nationalists. We can do the distance from America. Expel the US interests. Jesus, this focus tree is just so big brain. There's so much stuff. We probably want this stuff at some point. We want the womans. The womans can be good. Anyway, we're gonna try to get as much as much market forces involved as possible. Long live objectivism. Glory to the capital. Yeah, we're spending a ton on health because of our free emergency treatment. And see, the free emergency treatment could be even higher. We could spend, wait, what? See, it says that we are spending 0.079. It says that this will be less expensive. Oh, no. See, like, that's the base, but it's actually going to be modified by a ridiculous amount of corruption. That's why we're gaining no fucking money. It's because tax revenue minus 20%. Doesn't that increase the amount of money I am spending, though? Oh, we've actually got a ton of interest. Women in the Saudi, are they a thing? Well, I'm not sure about that. Kill the world market, sell oil by nothing. That would be too realistic. Hello, Yahud man. Woodstock, can you say Ashadu alla illallah? Ashadu alla ilaha illa Allah wa ashadu anna Muhammadu Rasulullah. I'm pretty sure that's like I don't even know what you call it, like the pledge, you know, of monotheism or something. I'm not, you know. See, that's from the days in which I watched too many like documentaries on ISIS. I learned a bit about fundamentalist. Bill, you got reelected, Bill. Bill, please unleash the libertarians, end economic intervention, global free trade. Please install objectivism as the ideology of the United States of America and worship Ayn Rand. Anyway, so if we want to be less conservative, we'd go about subsidizing Western culture, right? Yes. And cracking down on the Muslim Brotherhood is probably going to be good regardless of what we do. But whatever. We can do also a bunch of other stuff. We'll legalize alcohol in hotels. So that's the reduced vice prevention. That's the Dubai model. Relax dress code requirements. Okay. Ban the burqa. Ban the head. Ooh, we can just ban them. Amazing. Decriminalize same-sex relations. Fully automated gay luxury Saudi Salafism. Shrink the safety net. I'm not sure that this should be done, but decrease the opinion of Abdullah bin Abdulaziz Al Saud from negative to hostile. Oh, the piece of shit. Radicalization is going to increase. The rise of consumerism. Wood is learning how to jihad. Woodstock confirmed way Muslim. Of course, my friend. Are you streaming on Twitch too? No, I actually don't. Congratulations, you're a Muslim now. See, I actually can't even get into my... Ooh, that's gonna give us civilian industry without doing weird stuff. I actually can't even access my Twitch account anymore because I forgot not only the password, I also forgot what email I had registered the account under. So I am just so big brain that I literally cannot even like do anything about it. Anyway, why are we spending so little on defense? Because we're having a huge military spending, but not much is actually being spent on the military. Even though we have the volunteer wages. I feel like I'm missing something. Like, we've got units, you know? We've got units. But apparently, they're not, like, being, I don't know. Anyway, we got stable growth. We could go up to fast growth. No, I think I want to reduce corruption. Now let's see if that's going to change my expenditures. It's definitely going to change my revenues. It did not change my expenditures, which is kind of weird. Syria adopts democracy! Amazing. So that's the Damascus Spring, right? Apparently there aren't any Syrian rebels. I'm not sure exactly what big brain stuff is going on in here. Anarcho-monarchist Saudi when? О, вау, привет, бизнесмен! Как дела? Как дела, мой братан? Oh, investment offer from the United States. Give me money, United States. How amazing. Love the United States. When they give me money. I don't love them when they don't give me money. Alright, other things we can do is we can secularize the state. Amazing! Secularize the Saudis. We can do sectarianism, so that's for the Shia, right? So we can encourage Shia immigration. Oh! We can encourage Sunni immigration. Oh! Emil Lahoud has formed a government in Lebanon. Oh, I think this guy is like massive brain, right? Wasn't he the guy who started basically going money printer go brrr? Because Lebanon is basically like money printer go brrr, but made state. Anyway, deport the foreign Shia or deport the foreign Sunnis. So that's gonna reduce the population of these things. So if I invite these people, and then I decide to expel, will the amount of people being expelled increase? Let's test this. So right now, if we deport the immigrantos, like a good, you know, classical liberal would do, we'd lose 410,000, or yes, 410,065 persons. Let's see if that changes. Ni 可以看缅甸吗？对，可以。缅甸这儿，他们有伟大的 focus tree， 你可以看军事的太好了，因为会深入和中国的合作，太好了，中国空天力量。10 units of Shenyang J11 added to the national stockpile. $1 billion per plane. Wait, did they fix the foreign arms market? Wait, open infantry tab. Where's my airplanes? I want to buy airplanes, man. Interesting. Wait, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not unlocked, is it? Foreign procurement, order M4 carbines, drone indigenous capabilities, a modern military, revolutionary. Ooh, I want that research slot. Ha ha ha! Big brain. Mian Dian Meng. Yes. Holy moly, call Cthulhu. No, I didn't call Cthulhu, bro. I called Mao Zedong or Jiang Zemin. Oh, Jiang Zemin. Moha. Frogman, please. Please, Frogman. Do the big brain. Do the big brain and elect fucking, where are you, Bossy Lai? Do the big brain and elect Bossy Lai and invade Japan. Anyway, support the aviation. Yes, yes, my friend. Entertainment industry. Ooh, Saudi computers. Anyway, for some reason I cannot. Are you gonna try to make a liberal Arabia? I'm not sure. Again, I think I'm gonna do. Oh, I love how the Americans are investing in the Rub al Khali, the fucking useless desert. What are they actually building here? Constructing infrastructure in Rub al Khali. How amazing. The infrastructure in the fucking worthless desert that even I cannot build on. I don't think I can build in Rub al Khali. Oh, I can build in Rub al Khali. Well, why the fuck would I do that? Because it would give me 1 oil in the long term. Amazing. Yo, shit, look at this. This is gonna give us a ton of oil. Which, I mean, to be fair, like, we're Saudi Arabia. Of course, that's gonna give us a ton of oil. You know, this could be useful at some point. This could be quite useful. What the fuck are you talking about? Finish constructing those fucking civilian factories. We need like an economy, you know? Or we could recognize all the big brain international players like Transnistria. Pressure countries we influence to recognize Palestine. Amazing! Good. Too naive, too simple. Invest money to control the Karen rebels. Oh my god. Elect Bossi. Ah, guarda. Ho visto in una partita che ho fatto un po' di tempo fa Bossi essere eletto. E... wow. Dico solo questo. Wow. Demand the Albanian throne. Black gold of a ray. I love the new March on Rome. Ah, Jesus Christ. Attack America. Haha, oil well go brrr. That's that's pretty much Saudi Arabia right now. Low demands for these pieces of shit. How is it that when I played China, this event never happened to me? Or when it did happen, I never like got thrown back. Anyway, support the entertainment industry. Okay, we're gonna do some support manufacturing, you know. End the rentier state. Radicalization decreases. End the oil dependency. Okay, so now it's time to look at our national spirit. We are Arab League members, Sunni, Gulf Cooperation Council, birthplace of Wahhabism. Alien King. Okay, so King Abdullah. Or sorry, King Fahd. So Abdullah bin Abdulaziz Al Saud is not the king right now. It's King Fahd or Fahd. We're leaving the de facto control in the hands of Crown Prince Abdullah. Okay, so we have Crown Prince Abdullah. Can you go Ba'ath as Saudi Arabia? Maybe we can. Invite the exile RVN government back to Vietnam. Rentier state. So rentier state gives us political power, but less construction speed, less cost or more cost to change corruption, and more cost to change economic cycles. Ooh, that's penalizing. Ideology drift defense. Huh. Oil dependency reduces our stability, but increases our synthetic oil. And our political power gain plus 5%. I do like my political power gain. Ooh, repressive government is pretty good. And yeah, someone's gonna clip that. It's like, hey, look, Woodcock confirmed loves the Saudi Arabia. Conservative society, amazing. Plus 15 political power. Shia resistance substantial. Oh no, the fucking Hezbollah are in here. Saudi demographics. Only 70% of Saudi Arabia's population are Saudi citizens, with the rest being foreign workers. Most adult Saudis work in the government, with nearly all industrial and service jobs being done by foreigners. The treatment of these foreign workers has been heavily criticized in his recent years, with living conditions suggested to be exploitative and abusive. Really now, who could have thunk it? Who could have fucking thunk it? So we get a plus 25% construction speed and plus 40% monthly population. Oh, see, if we get the Baathism, we change that amazing national spirit. Why is it that all the nasty national spirits are just so good? They're just so good. Like, plus 40% monthly population, plus 25% construction speed. You gotta be fucking shitting me. This is so good. See, like, I think the main problem right now that is giving us so little. That is giving us that we're getting so little. Oh, shit. So we export 146 petroleum, right? But no one's buying it. Is that export petroleum giving us money regardless of whether or not people are buying it? Can you restore Maoist China? Yes, you can. Allah Arabian Abdullah. Fucking hell. See, because if I can increase my income by getting countries to buy my oil, which right now they aren't doing, then that would be the best way to increase our income. Definitely. Zdrastir, Grigori. So little tax. I know, right? The amount of tax right now is 0.075 because it's 7% because we are the glorious ANCAP nation of Saudi Arabia. And we know that taxation is theft. And we wouldn't want to violate the NAP. So we do not thieve from the property of our good citizens. You know, our good sovereign Saudi citizens. Our good freemen on the land. Oh, baby. Yes. Blessed screenshot. Gerhard Schröder and EU enlargement right next to one another. The biggest Chad in all of the European Union is here. Okay, so what's the difference between the Mechanized Brigade 2? That's 28 combat width. This is 34 combat width. Heavy Mechanized Recce, Armored Recce. Heavy Engineer. Ooh, Heavy Engineer battalions are expensive, and Tank battalions are expensive. You know, a mix between the two would be good. I like the Tank battalion, but I don't like the Heavy Engineer Heavy Engineer battalion. I like the Heavy Engineer company. Both of these things. Oh, see, I'm gonna turn all these brigades into... Sorry, wait, which one? 34. I'm gonna turn all of them into Mechanized Brigade 2. Because, by Allah, you will taste the sole of my shoe. Right. What could we... How's the organization? Not that much organization. Yeah, I feel like a tank. Oh, the tank is not gonna help with the organization, but it is gonna help with the stats. Oh, but the tank is hard on the combat width, so we're gonna do a tank company. Yeah, that division looks pretty good. So our mechanized forces look quite good. We've also got tanks up to 38. Bruh, you need recon. You do have some armored recce. You do have some armored recce. But let's get our 40 combat width. Oh, we've already got Heavy Engineer Battalion. Self-propelled AA defense, we've got that. Artillery, we've got that. What are you missing, really? You are missing a ton of organization. That's gonna give us plus 0.3 organization. Even that's better than nothing. Yeah, we need a recce company. There we go. Wait. Are we 40 width? Yeah, we are. Good. Islamic ANCAPism. Nazbol Saudi Kingdom. That's the Baathism. That is the Baathism, my friend. Chad self-propelled heavy artillery. Yeah, that's pretty Chad. Alibaba Jiao Yu Ying. End class warfare. Oh, dangism. Oh, free represents. Industrial conglomerates increase opinion of Jiang Zemin from positive to enthusiastic. Gain 1 research slot from end class warfare. Citation needed. Right. You can steal some state secrets. And then we get the Gulf Cooperation Council. Oh right, I forgot to look at my deportation. So will I lose more people if I got people? No, that's just a fixed amount. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Transnistria x Saudi Arabia is my fantasy. Well, there are worse fantasies to have, my friend. Where are you, Igor Smirnov? How are you doing, my friend? My good friend from Transnistria. How's Syria doing? Didn't they do the Syrian democracy? Syrian Arab Socialist Party. Left-wing radical. Emerging. Terrorist plot. I honestly have no idea what the fuck. No idea what the fuck is going on. Anyway, we can do Gulf Cooperation Council. See, that is one of the reasons why I don't want to. Ты поддерживаешь в Афгане салафистов? Еще нет, потому что я не знаю, как я хочу выбирать позже, какое дерево выбирать. Но могу поддерживать. Yeah, I can, wait, can I send I cannot send an intervention. Oh, the war of terror. I cannot send an intervention force. We need world tension to be at 20%. Well, China, get on it. Fucking invade Japan or something. Yeah, we need world tension to be higher, apparently, because... Right. So we have less... We can do more intervention. Why? I don't know. I really don't fucking know. Recognize the ROC and fund the Islamist, please, big brain. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Okay, we still cannot do that yet. Shrink the safety net. Help Bin Laden. Send an attaché. I mean, I technically could send an attaché. No, wait. I cannot send an attaché. Apparently attachés don't exist. Oh no, right. Is that gonna increase? Oh no, they don't want it? Why? Too low opinion about us. Oh, Saudi opinion of Islamic. Wait, what do you mean? We have a plus. They have a +10 opinion of us. I guess you need to have a really high opinion to support them. Neo-imperialist Arabia. Yeah, I mean... See, this is the thing. We gotta choose soon because I'm very, very much like reluctant to invest into things that I'm not gonna be able to pursue. And I feel like I want to do the Baathism. Fucking recession. You gotta be shitting me. Give me stagnation. Investment offer from the United States. Pretty good. What do you mean we're losing $9 billion every day? 0.12 free on education? But we just have basic support for primary and secondary education. Wow. We're still spending a lot on that. We're spending a lot on health. We're spending a shitload on welfare. We are the greatest Sokdem Saudi Arabia to have ever existed. Sokdem rise. Bill Clinton announces enduring freedom. Bill Clinton announces Gulf War II. Does he get a war goal this time? Is it fixed? Do you get a war goal? It doesn't look like it. Oh wait, maybe no, enduring freedom is the... It's Iraq too. It's not Afghanistan, right? Al-Qaeda HQ. Gotta sort that corruption out. Yeah, I kind of do have to sort that out. But that's gonna sort itself out with some of what I'm doing. Does not have large civil service administration. Oh, so I guess I gotta reduce my civil service. Interesting. I gotta do basic. That's not good. I like my political power, but sure, that's gonna decrease spending as well. Yeah, see, what's giving us most trouble is the welfare. Like, the welfare spending is really high. Oh, actually, police state is reducing our political power cost. Now, police state is one of the most amazing things in the game. It's like really good, but we don't need the decryption yet. Right now, how much are we spending on internal security? Honestly, not a lot. Yeah, I can keep that. I can keep the police state. The police state is fine. I've just got a ton. So can we just like increase this a whole bunch? Yeah, see, our tax revenue is pretty pathetic though, because of that whole corruption thing. Even if we increase it a ton, it's gonna be pretty weak. Enduring freedom is Afghanistan. Oh, okay. So do they get? Yeah, they've sent the volunteers to the Northern Alliance. Okay, I see. Support Iraqi membership of the GCC. Ha ha ha. If every GCC state, Jiang? 你做什么? Oh, ho, 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 ho. What are you doing, my friend? I don't know. He might be doing something big brain meme. I don't know. Your economic cycle also reduces. Oh shit. Right, it's because I'm in stagnation. Crap. That's not fun. Right. The thing is, we're just spending way too fucking much on welfare. But welfare is pretty good. Like, not gonna lie. Welfare is one of the best, like, laws you can have. It's just that it's so fucking expensive. Like, we're just gonna basically have to treat this campaign as like money printer go brrr. Because otherwise, like, we cannot, like, balance this budget. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way we can truly balance this budget. And we're gonna need to spend a ton of money on a ton of things. Anyway, So we can support the membership. If Iraq becomes a member, GCC unity will decrease by either 25, 20, 10, or 5% depending on Iraq's political situation. Oh, Jesus. This is massive brain. Wait, right. This shit exists. Right. What should we... Can you rename agencies? General Intelligence Presidency? No, fuck that. See, like, I know a few big brain names, but I don't know what ideology I'm gonna go for. I wish I knew. Anyway, private sector job creation is happening. Let us do some construction boom, and that is gonna increase us to stable growth, which is quite cool. Now, see, the thing is, again, if I can get Moroccan membership of the Gulf Cooperation Council, amazing. The Egyptians can also be members. See, like, the Gulf Cooperation Council is pretty cool because you can do the military union, you can do the joint defense agreement, you can do the pursue hegemony, gains 50 Saudi influence, and then you can exploit authority. If the Gulf Cooperation Council unity is higher than 90%, you can make the bitches your bitches, and then you can make the Khaliji union. Now, this shouldn't be impossible, you know. Campaign for GC. Oh, by 1%. Okay, yeah, the Gulf Cooperation unity is not that easy to acquire. So, like, losing 25 fucking % unity because Jordan has entered the Gulf Cooperation Council. Progressing down the GCC tree, resolving disputes between Gulf Cooperation Council members and campaigning for GCC unity is also affected by world tension, the Iranian threat, and whether Gulf Cooperation... Oh, so if world tension increases, Gulf Cooperation Council... unity is going to increase? That's amazing. See, like, again, doing the Gulf Cooperation tree is pretty cool, you know? KGB 2.0. Howdy potential. Like, going down the Gulf Cooperation Council is, like, cool. I want to do the Khaliji Union. You know, Khalij. Yes, Khalisi. Like, I want to do this. But it's probably pretty difficult. So anyway, I'll just do the memes and say I'm supporting the membership of all these people. I can pressure states to support the membership. See, and then I can unite them, right? And that's gonna annex everyone who's in it. So I'm guessing, like, if I get Morocco in, I'm gonna annex Morocco, which is quite, you know, cool. And then, despite all of that, I can still go down aggressive nationalism and then kill everyone who's not in. I feel like that's the plan. Like, play along with the Gulf Cooperation Council for a while. And then eventually, see, like, this would take until, like, 2020 probably to do. Because Millennium Dawn takes a while. But I feel like it's fun. By Allah, if you don't name your agency memory, my shoe will behead you. Yes, okay, right. The agency has to be called the memory. Right. This is probably really fucking difficult. Anyway, what do you mean it's gonna decrease it depending on the political alignments? Like, I'm guessing if they are nationalist, it's gonna decrease it further. Anyway, Morocco. He's Western. Let's try to see what happens if we pressure to make Jordan a member. Let's see. Oh, that's 180 days. That's a while. That takes a long fucking time. Let us remove that rentier state. Yes. We shall become a true economy. See, I feel like I want to empower fucking Saudi Aramco. And not the industrial conglomerates, because I don't remember like the buffs that these things do. Oh shit. We're also having problems because of our fucking whatchamacallit. Hashtag Caliphate 2020s. 2020 it is. Oh, Jesus. Don't let Iraq join. Bush is coming. You will get called in. Oh, true. I probably shouldn't pressure people to make Iraq a thing. Probably should not do that. I don't want to campaign for unity yet, because everything I'm gonna do is gonna piss off the unity for a while. Does this stuff decrease Gulf cooperation unity? No, it does not. Only irredentist rhetoric actually decreases Gulf Cooperation Council unity. Ooh, right. I can probably see... What the fuck? It's a cat. We now have the memory. Ah, so it's just the same, which is pretty sad. It's pretty sad. I want to see the operations, though, that can be done. I wonder if there's any new operations. Anyway... right now, money printer is going pretty brr. Corruption. Anti-corruption drive. Oh, that's for absolute monarchy. Right. That's gonna decrease our corruption, right? No. Apparently it's filtered for corruption. But not... It's not gonna decrease corruption. Is that because rentier state... Yeah, okay, that's... Oh, wow. That's some quite advanced filtering. Industry budget. Oh. Sovereign wealth fund. Employment opportunities. Oh shit, it decreases Gulf Cooperation Council. They don't like it when we like the Shias. Holy shit, that's a ton of internal factions. Replace the merchant class with Saudi Aramco. Military equipment, military laws. Oh. Interesting. Political. Holy crap. This is so massive. Religious conflict. Territorial expansion. War support. Stability. Social reform. Resources. Research. See, I kind of just want to see if anything out here like decreases or increases Gulf Cooperation Council unity. Okay, like for example, empowering the Sunni Democrats is going to decrease. Okay, empowering any of these fucks is going to decrease the Gulf Cooperation Council. That's pretty sad. Influence Iraq and Al-Sham. Regional upheaval. One of the following must be true. Strategic hedging. Country is not Saudi Arabia. What do you mean country is not Saudi Arabia? Oh, keep to the status quo. Okay. So that increases the Gulf Cooperation Council unity. Antagonize Iran. Can we do both keep to the status quo and regional upheaval? I don't know.
Adesso è stata abbattuta in bagno.
Damn, this is so insane. The Arab Street? Oh, the street. Okay, so we support, like, basically the Arab Spring. Invite the Quds Force. Combat Iranian influence. War in the Arabian Peninsula. Oh. So wait, didn't the Gulf Cooperation Council unity increase if Iran... Whether Gulf Cooperation Council countries conform to the regional model of pro-American Sunni monarchies. Arms for Hamas. See ya, cynical man. Hello, Maximilian. My good gamer friend. I love Saudi Arabia, Mayor Lord Stalin to save Ali Khamenei. That's wrong on so many levels. First of all, I won't allow anyone to say the word stop about the title Sheikh. That is that's quite something. We can topple Assad, but that's only if the Free Syrian Army opposition exists. So yeah. War in the Arabian Peninsula. Gulf Cooperation Council unity decreases to 0. If blockade Persian partners has been completed, we'll gain war goals on every country that has refused to break off ties with Iran. Okay, so that's like the big brain, you know, split within the Gulf Cooperation Council. Let's, okay, I see. Behead the snake. Friendship with Russia. Russian bases. Wait, war on imperialism? Gains a liberate war goal against Bahrain, Jordan, Kuwait. Saudi Arabia declares war on foreign stooges. That's for the that's for the nationalists. Demand the expulsion of foreign troops. Man, I feel like the Gulf Cooperation Council shit is gonna be so difficult to achieve. Crackdown on the Muslim Brotherhood. This is so fucking hilarious, just as a whole. So, okay, I don't think I want to do Salafism yet. Hey, Ciaran. Me be money printer, me go brr. I don't think we want to do Salafism. So we're gonna do some counterterrorism. As much as the Salafism would be a bit of a meme. For Pakistani ties. Ooh. Pakistan strong! Oh, it decreases Gulf Cooperation unity by 10%. Yeah, there's just so much shit that decreases Gulf Cooperation Council. What did you miss? Me being very, very confused by this focus tree. Because, shit, it is confusing. Now, the oil dependency, do we want to remove that? Do we want to remove the oil dependency? Because the oil dependency is quite good. Plus 5% political power and plus 5 synthetic oil, whatever the fuck that's supposed to be. At the price of minus 5% stability. I don't know. That seems pretty good to me. Oh, we need to have taken it, though, to empower the industrial conglomerates. Well, I didn't want to empower the industrial conglomerates anyway. I want to empower Saudi Aramco. So, sure. Joint ventures. I'll get Royal Dutch Shell. Yeah, Royal Dutch Shell partnership. Then do the IPO, I guess. And then see, we'll have mostly completed our economic tree. And then, who knows? Thank you, United States. Give me things. Can you become communist? No, you cannot. Italia. Mannaggia l'Italia. There goes the Sierra Leonean Civil War. Now this shit, yeah, we've still got to deal with this fucking ridiculous deficit. Look at that welfare. Look at that nasty ass welfare. See, it's good, but it's not. Now, does that add up, though? Let's be big brain for a second, because I somehow don't think that all of that adds up to 0.905. So, 0.63, 0.65, 0.74, 0.84, 184, 0.184, 254, 262, 362, 367, 437, 837, 844, 854. Yeah, okay, it does add up. Damn, that's so much fucking money. Oh, we can recruit the operatives. Oh, unfortunately, they don't have any fucking portraits. That's pretty sad. They could have just like picked a whole bunch of like, I don't know. All right, see what you can do. Yeah, you can do just the normal stuff, right? Propaganda. That drifts our ideology. Oh, hello, Likud. Fucking Likud. Oh yeah, in a bit we'll be able to see what pressuring people to get Jordan is going to do. Yeah, I'm still not sure exactly how the huge military spending is not... Oh, probably because we've got no military factories. Yeah, the size of our military and naval industry, it is also more expensive the higher our GDP per capita is. I see what you mean, my friend. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Sai l'italiano? Sì, sono italiano. Quindi lo so. Opinion of the Gamer Mafia. I don't even know what that is. Come va la quarantena, Woody? Beh. Potrebbe andare peggio. Potrebbe anche andare meglio. È una quarantena, che t'aspetti? Rip me. Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan has been annexed by the Northern Alliance. Well then. Looks like adding enduring freedom was pretty good for the game. Now, I wonder if in 2003 they're gonna get, you know, fucking Iraqi freedom. Operation Iraqi freedom. Jesus Christ. America is so great. I do not know. I really wait when they will add Dugin to Russia as a leader. I'm not sure they will ever do that. Opinion on Are Gamers Rise Up getting deleted? I don't particularly care. But, I mean, fucking Gamers Rise Up. Really? There's still this stupid thing where the liberals get elected in Italy. Retarded. Ooh, Yanukovych. Yeah, oh, he's doing Yaku integration. Oh, fucking Eurasian Union Ukraine. Clash with the opposition. Adopt the second language. Oh my god. Federalization. He is picking all of the pro-Russia paths. With the Party of Regions. Well. That is pretty, that's pretty crisis in the Kremlin right there. Mongolia. Oh, Big Brain joined the WTO. Any other weird shit going on? I mean, that's regular. Wait, why can we see all the Indian airfields? Oh, apparently we can see all the airfields anywhere. Amazing. Sultanate of Syria, excuse me? Wait, what? Oh, huh? Ideology Wahhabi monarchist. It looks like Rifat took over after all. What the fuck? Well, I mean, can we make Syria join? Ah, we cannot make Syria join the Gulf Cooperation. Eurasia rise up! Ukrainian Union State. This is because I mentioned Dugin. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Fucking Eurasia is rising up. So, has Jordan joined the Gulf Cooperation Council? No. But we have lost Gulf Cooperation Unit. Request block arms sale from external backer. Okay. So basically they did not accept the Jordanian... What affects that? The higher our influence under the Gulf... Oh, okay. So we need to have a high influence in these people. Very interesting. How high though? I do not know. Maybe we need to be the #1? I'm not sure about that. I'm Not sure about that. Can you become Shia Naziri Ismaili? I'm not sure what Naziri Ismaili is supposed to be, but yes, you can become Shia. Okay, so... I wonder how much influence I need to make them, you know. It's this guy again. To make them more compliant to to let people join. Okay, now we're #1 in Oman. We're gonna try to be #1 with everyone. Will you do another video on the Qing or other Chinese dynasties? Yes. Will you play Workers and Resources Soviet Republic? No. The tooltip tells you who hasn't voted yes yet. What? Where? What tooltip? No, it doesn't. What are you talking about? Wait, what tooltip? I can't open game of mod, how can you open? You need the 1.9.1 beta instead of 1.9. Really, what are we talking about with this tooltip? See, because I didn't get an event of like the vote being refused or anything like that. Anyway, we need higher influence than fucking Qatar anyway. Would you play China Mao's Legacy? Yes, of course I will, my friend. China Mao's Legacy is a good game. It is some good stuff. Okay, so this is not gonna increase. Okay. I'll plan this out later. The IPO has either succeeded or failed. Oh, every country gets the Saudi Aramco IPO. Okay, interesting. Those are the countries that haven't voted yes yet. So for Jordan, it's just UAE and Oman. Oh, okay. I see. That's the people. Okay, that's amazing. Thank you so much. You are actually very helpful. Right, because right now they're on their screen there would be like support support Jordanian membership. So Kuwait and Oman. So not Qatar. Interesting, not Qatar? Why Qatar? Why doesn't Qatar refuse? Because Qatar doesn't really have a lot of influence. Right, earlier on it had less influence than this. So maybe it's not based on, maybe it's not based on you being first, it's maybe based on being like percentage, something like that. Yeah, maybe it's based on like a percentage thing. Do you personally ever feel as if Hoi4 mods are getting too galaxy brain politics? You mean like the things like Godspeed, and you know, fucking like Kaiser Redux and all that? Kinda. Syrian election, Suhail al... Why did they... Why the fuck did they have an election though? Then didn't they have the glorious Sultanate of Arabia? Or sorry, the Sultanate of Syria? I don't even know. Yeah, you need all the others to agree with you to invite someone. Yeah, right. Obviously the unanimous thing. No, see, like, my confusion was not about the mechanics of them accepting unanimously or not. The confusion was mostly about... Oh, there we go, there we go. The confusion was mostly about how do you get them to accept, like what is the threshold of influence required for the pressuring to work. The Saudi Aramco IPO has gone well. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. 25 billion revenue TT. Whatever the fuck whatever the fuck that means. 25 billion revenue TT will exist, my friends. See a kulak remover. Opinion of Tick saying the Nazis were socialists. He's wrong. Syrian sane monarchy, Lamau. Syrian sane monarchy. He's got a ton of deals with Russia, apparently. Establish military base. Right, we can just improve relations with a bunch of these guys for free by just doing this stuff. And improving relations with them is going to be helpful. Ooh. How expensive? Oh, you're not expensive, Jordan. You are not expensive. That is quite good. We cannot give economic aid to these guys, though. Understandable. Understandable as they're kind of, you know, kind of too cool. Too cool for school. But yeah, let's buy a bunch of influence in Jordan. That's gonna require a lot of money printer go brrr, but whatever. Money printer go brrr is fine for now. How much interest on debt? Quite a bit of interest on debt, actually. Yikes, we really need to decrease that welfare state. I am very sorry. As a Muslim, those Arabic voices are too sexy. It's based on a chance. The more influence you have, the more likely they are. Okay, I see. I see. I see what you mean. Okay, now we have a civilian industry. Good. Which means that we're gonna get some more tax revenue, right? Yeah, okay, so tax income has increased substantially. The problem is it hasn't increased enough. I feel like we're gonna want to start to decrease that corruption a little bit. Yeah, we should focus on decreasing the corruption and increasing our influence. Okay, so we were saying that Kuwait and Oman do not want the pieces of shit. Attack American influence because wait, what? Or we could just target the Kuwaiti independence. All right, excellent, it's now 10%. Untether the fossil fuel industry. We're gonna finally replace those fucking merchants with Aramco. Yeah, because right now they're giving us some bad modifiers because they're a bunch of shits. Hopefully we can increase the opinion of Saudi Aramco. Can you go Ba'athist now? Can you establish the Abbasid Caliphate? Not the Abbasids, but you can make the Caliphate, of course. Of course, you know, amazing Islamic State. Can you go Ba'athist now? Yeah, see, I'm not sure. I'm still not sure whether or not just trying to continue with the Gulf cooperation shit or going full-on Ba'athist and killing them. Probably going full-on Ba'athism and killing them is going to be the thing that's done later on, but fine. We're going to need some... Oh, there goes Sweden. Looks like they're still doing the Nazi shit. Look at that! See, that they get elected with 23%. Fucking not... Wait, what? Foreign data Kraken. Okay. Oh. Blessed. Absolutely blessed. Now we only need the big brain India. I mean, the big brain Sino-Indian tensions. Oh. Iraq asks for a bailout. Understandable given the current situation. That's $17 billion. No. Because we don't have a lot of influence straight off the bat. So that would not really... I will join the Iraqi army to defend Comrade Saddam. Fucking hell. Well, I mean, Saddam is not exactly our friend, so go America. Oh, we can even send an intervention force to all America. I don't know how to do the Death to America voice. All America, or whatever. Yes, let's do this. This is too good. This is too good. We're gonna send the intervention to America. Like how we have Spanish. Spanish units. It's sad how we don't have that many Saudi generals. Mutaib ibn Allah. Mutaib ibn. Did I see the? Yeah. Bruh, I just hope that this intervention force doesn't spawn in like fucking Philadelphia or something. Aren't you supposed to be a leftist? And what did what did I say that? Oh, wait, what? Kurdistan independence, my friends. See, I'm role-playing as the Saudi royal family. You see? Oh yeah, you have arrived in Kuwait naval base. That is, oh my god. Yes, Mutaib bin Abdullah Al Saud. We can fucking fight at the very least. Because I was getting bored, you know. See, that's the problem with Hearts of Iron. If you don't fight, you get bored, and so yeah. You want to fight all the time. Comrade Wood. Arabian Blue divisions to Iraq. I know, right? Let's take Najaf. This is revenge for 1991. We shall join the coalition, brothers. This is also gonna increase the US opinion of us, right? Yeah, intervention force. Are there any other... Oh, this is also gonna increase world tension, and that's good because that's gonna increase Gulf cooperation unity, right? Am I correct in this? See, like, it's minus 23%, but I don't know. Poland sent one division. Poland is sending in divisions to help the United States. What other crazy civil wars can we get involved with? Congolese civil war, we don't care. Liberian civil war, we don't care. South Sudanese, we might want to support our good friends, our good human rights supporting friends in Sudan. Omar al-Bashir. Yeah, we're gonna support Omar al-Bashir. And the Eritrean-Ethiopian civil war. Nah, apparently we don't have any stake in this. I mean, to be fair, yeah, they're both emerging. And it's not like we can really spread our influence over there. Jubilander Civil... Oh, Somalia! Yeah, we might want to support the legitimate government of Somalia. Or something. Who knows? If Baghdad fell, I will flee to the great socialist peoples, Libyan Arab Jamahiriya. Of course you will, my friend. Can you reestablish the Umayyads in Spain as Spain? I mean, probably. Let's tag over to Spain. And see what their Salafist party is called. Because Salafism exists in every country in the game. Oh my god. Wait, they've also got terrorism things? Oh, because they're neighbors with Morocco and Algeria. Isn't that big brain? Isn't that... Really now? You're gonna throw a waifu at me? And a sock them... Disgusting. A disgusting sock them waifu. Oh, wow! They have the phalangism, of course. They have the phalangism. Anyway, Spain, neutral green, neutral social democrat, BCPE, Partido Libertario, Salafi jihadism, and pro-establishment Salafism. See, that would probably be the pro-establishment. So, like, you'd probably just see it. It's not Umayyads, but yeah, it's probably. You somehow find a way to turn yourself into pro-establishment Salafism, you know, through like massive pro-Salafi propaganda campaigns and a bunch of weird fuckery, essentially. You know, shit. This is a kind of a problem. Can I support my drift? I can support my drift, if you catch my drift. This is pretty cursed. See, none of these people are Salafists. And I'm guessing that if I supported Salafists in these countries, the Gulf Cooperation Council would be stronger. So actually, I'm gonna send my agent over to Yemen to support Salafism. France has anarchists. Yes, France has anarchists, and they also have some other pretty cool people. I know. Ooh, untethered fossil fuel industry. Very good. Yes, you're constructing civilian industry. So now we get the Saudi Aramco. They have a positive opinion, and plus 12% resource gain, plus 10% fuel gain, and minus 15 justified work on time. Yes. So wait, now we're exporting more oil, right? We're exporting 174 petroleum. Are we getting more revenue from that? No. See, we need countries to buy our fucking oil. We need countries to buy our fucking oil. Where's trade? See, this is resources. Manpower, military equipment, military laws. Because if I have a high... Fall of Mosul. Oh, okay. Wait, I was fighting. I just forgot about it. That's hilarious. Let's go take Ramadi. Oh, well, there goes... Oh, you got your ass puppeted by the US. Amazing. Just absolutely top keck. Women's rights, that's not very halal of me. Oh man, oh my god. Sends agents to support Salafism in Yemen. Yes, that would go amazing. I know, right? Difference between Salafism and Wahhabism. Okay, so as far as I know, which is not a lot, not an expert on this stuff, I know probably more than most, but I'm not, like, you know, a great expert on this, you know, on Islamic doctrine and, you know, the history of Islam or whatever. But basically, like, Wahhabism is Salafism. Like, all Wahhabis are Salafists, but not all Salafists are Wahhabists. Because Wahhabism is a version of Salafism that's unique to the sort of Najd area, which is over here. That's, again, as far as I know. As far as I know. What mod? It's Millennium Dawn. It's the Millennium Dawn Modern Day mod. They released an update on essentially the Gulf. Yeah, like, basically, as far as I know, it's mostly the same, except it's kind of like a branch of it, right? So, in general, Salafism is most like hardline, very, very conservative Islamic ideology. Sort of, you know, takes Salafism as a reference, right? Which is the doctrines of Al-Salafi, or whatever the fuck his name was, who was this Muslim cleric, I'm not sure exactly when ago. And in the Arabian Peninsula, you have Wahhabism, which is kind of like that, except a little bit more extreme as well. But that's mostly what I know. Very surprising, Ahoy 4 player is not an expert on Saudi Arabia's history. I mean... А у Ирана добавили фокусы, но нет. Они не добавили. И это жалко. Мне жаль, что у них только нормальные фокусы. So it's kind of like Calvinism being a branch of Protestantism. Yeah, I think so. Something like that, essentially. Holy shit. That SPDF brigade died quickly. Terrorist plot. Wahhabism is a more strict Saudi version of Salafism. Yeah, exactly as I thought. Okay, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. I am happy that it didn't confuse things. And yeah, basically, it's being spread around the world by Saudi Arabia. Because Saudi Arabia funds a whole lot of madrasas, which are basically Islamic schools, like, you know, Quranic schools where you learn the immortal science of the Quran. And the string attached is obviously that these madrasas teach the Quran according to Saudi, you know, wishes. And so basically they've been spreading around Salafism throughout the world basically from the 70s. Well, actually from the 60s, but, you know. Basically, since whenever the strategic alliance with the United States really came into full force and the oil production in Saudi Arabia really started to skyrocket, which is, again, it's like the geopolitical alignment dates back to the 1950s, but like the really big pickup in oil production and revenue, and thus Saudi, you know, influence and power, is more of a thing of the 70s and the 80s, especially after the various OPEC crises. But that's why we have national spirit for Saudi ran mosques. Oh yeah, really? No. Oh yeah, like the Saudi aid for mosques and madrasas, exactly. So you get Salafism support. And so since the Saudis have like all this money, right? What are they gonna do? Well, they're gonna use it to spread their own version of Islam throughout the Muslim world, and that's gonna accomplish two things. One, it increases Saudi political influence, obviously, because those countries, if they want to sort of placate the hardline Muslim population within, then they're gonna have to adopt pro-Salafi and pro-Saudi policies, because a lot of the leading Salafi clerics are based in Saudi Arabia. And also, like, for example, a lot of TV, like popular Saudi TV broadcasts, or sorry, Salafi TV broadcasts are, you know, Saudi in origin. Their version of televangelism is pretty important in the Middle East. I guess it would be teleQuranism. Don't even listen to me. And also, so it increases Saudi influence abroad, but it also sort of placates these clerics at home, because obviously these clerics want the royal family to patronize them abroad, essentially. Well, looks like we have put an end to South Sudan rather easily. That's pretty amazing. All right, I am going to increase Saudi influence in Oman or Kuwait. No, Kuwait. Kuwait needs to have more Saudi influence, and after that we can pressure Kuwait and Oman to get Jordan in, and that might work. Might. Keyword. Wait, it's 2003. Isn't that the time when SARS became trending on media? Kinda. Opinion of Vosh. Just eh. He's an interesting character, to be sure. And he's kind of funny. But I don't agree with him on a lot of things. Okay, so wait, we took Juba, but the South Sudan is not surrendering, so I guess we're gonna have to take Wow. The Turkish slide from secularism is often accredited to be a result of that Saudi policy. Really now? See, like, whenever I hear anyone talk about the Turkish slide from secularism, it's always about Erdogan. And yeah, like they mentioned that obviously Erdogan wants better relations with Saudi Arabia, but honestly, like, do they mean because Turkey? Ooh, we need artillery. Can we purchase artillery? Yeah, we can purchase artillery. Ooh, amazing. $3. What do you mean $3? Is that $3 billion? Holy shit. 18 units, 18 units, 18 units. Right, I see. We can purchase Israeli artillery. Isn't that the greatest? $5 billion. Is that gonna, again, is that $5 billion or less? I'm not sure. Is there anything else that we need to purchase? No, not really. Or actually, transport helicopters, but where the fuck is the... Where the fuck is, like, the aircraft purchasing? Oh shit. Oh crap. Oh shit. Oh, not good. Are we in recession? Fucking hell. I hate these fucking events. I hate these fucking events so much. I hate these fucking events a lot. This is one of the things that actually pisses me off about Millennium Dawn. You just always have to pump capital into the economy. And that's gonna, that basically means money printer go brrr. You know about Vosh? Woodcock is a Nazgul. Why would that make me a Nazgul? Why would that make me a Nazgul? Contain the Turks? Amazing. Contain the fucking Turks, I suppose. Can we replace the ulema? It doesn't look like we can replace the ulema. Break with the religious establishment. But we want to do this. Fundamentalist coup. Antagonize Iran. Oh yeah, we could just antagonize Iran. I see. No befriend Bosnia focus. Yuck. Really now? Yeah, that's I mean, oh, okay, so like influence Muslim Europe just increases Albania, Bosnia, and Turkey. Okay. Quite good. You just always have to pump money into the economy. Huh, I've never guessed. Maybe it's called capitalism. No, but see, like, I saw you comment on a pro-Nazgul song, Woodstock, LOL. I mean, of course, I'm very well versed in the memes, don't you know? No, but like, see, I have to pump money. Why doesn't the economy just grow on its own, you know? Why doesn't the glorious free market provide for it? Bruh. So cringe. I am a true objectivist. And I know that if you intervene in the free market, then you bad, you know? Because then the government does stuff. And when the government does stuff, it's socialism. And socialism is not good. Alright. Ah, man, this debt. This debt is not good. Although, to be fair, resource export revenue is increasing. Is this because more people are buying my oil? No. Okay, so I guess the oil stuff is like just out of the total oil. Those 18 units of nothing for that much money is going to hurt your pocket. You should unironically talk about politics in your videos sometimes. Well, see, that's kind of a weird thing because, like, I don't really care that much about using my channel in a way to talk about, quote unquote, my political views. Although I talk about politics all the time, actually. Sounds like something a socialist would say. Government intervention, good. When the government does stuff, good. Vote blue no matter who. Oh Jesus. Turkey has arrived. By his hatred of suck-dems. Jesus Christ, suck-dems are disgusting though. Look at them. Look at them. This one is not that disgusting, but look at them. Suck-dems. Oh my god. Look at this. Social liberals. Look at this. Fucking... Oh no, that's even... Oh, suck-dems in Poland. Suck-dems. How dare you? How dare you exist, suck-dems? Or Nazis. Cool. Fucking Fidesz? Hello, Orban. Please don't kill me. Please don't rape my children. Because, come on. That's probably what fucking Orban does. Replace the volunteer service with a partial draft. Okay. Okay, Boomer. Subsidize Shia mosques. Oh. Employment opportunities, release dissidents. Condemn anti-Shia preachers. So that's gonna piss off the ulema a whole ton. Replace the Wahhabi ulema with the Islamic ulema. Unrepresentative government. Shia dominance. That's it's big brain. Remove the Shia resistance substantial. That shit's not good. That's gonna improve the opinion of the ulema. Okay. We should probably rally the Sunnis. But first, we piss off the ulema. By doing the woman's. I don't know. See, if we... There's nothing preventing me from... There's nothing preventing me from clicking both of these, right? What about Blair? Blair's not even a sock them. Like, he's barely a sock them. Although, to be fair, he's in labor, so I guess that's like the definition of being a sock. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Hilarious. I suppose that is like, you know, the definition of being a sock them, even though your ideology isn't actually not that. Man, our research is pathetic. We don't know, like, shit. Like, we actually don't know shit. Holy fuck. Yeah, we're just gonna need to find people who can send us licenses. But see, the problem is, since the tech difference is so high, it's gonna fuck us. Blair is unironically a neoliberal. I know, right? That's the thing. Like, for example, would you give me, like, I don't know, fucking... Oh. Okay? Huh. Is that because, yeah, the United States is more likely to accept license production requests from Saudi Arabia. The United States has strategic reasons. So we don't need to research shit, because the Americans are just gonna give us licenses. Hilarious. Absolutely fucking hilarious. Polish SLD party translated into English means the Alliance of the Democratic Left. Okay, so like the Soyuz, Soviet, something like that. Leva, something, Demokratska, something. I gotcha, buddy. Labour can only win if they start supporting the North FCs again. I mean, Manchester United has the full support of the Labour Party. equals a ton of labor votes, equals fucking socialism in the UK. The NHS and their railways are renationalized. The grave of Thatcher is instantly desecrated. And like, I don't know, all the Conservative Party like child sex tapes are released to the public instantly from MI6. Oh, and all the American military bases are replaced with Chinese military bases. That's probably what would happen. Shit. It's time for this again. Although I feel like we need to first deal with the corruption though. Huh, mainframe computing. You know, I've spotted a problem with the Gulf Cooperation Council. Man, the unity is so low. See, like, a lot of the Gulf Cooperation unity comes from doing Gulf Cooperation focuses, but to do Gulf Cooperation focuses, you need to have a high unity. So it's kind of like, you need to go down one of these things first. This is pretty sad. Sojusz Lewicy Demokratycznej. Ah, yeah, I mean. It's actually more Russian in name than I expected. Are you gonna debate John Abu Bakr? No. I have absolutely no fucking interest in getting involved in that mess. Like, he's wrong. He's just wrong on a lot of things, but I don't think I need to tell you that. It's like, the British Empire was not a good idea. It's like, really now? The British Empire was not a good idea? Such an amazing revelation. This is quite sad. I feel like I need to choose. And I'm gonna choose the aggressive nationalists because going down the Gulf Cooperation stuff is gonna take way too fucking long. So I'm gonna turn Ba'athist and kill them. Now, to turn Ba'athist, I need to take constitutional monarchy. For constitutional monarchy, the extended royal family has an indifferent opinion or better of Abdullah blah blah blah. So right now, the extended royal family has a negative opinion. So we need to turn that up to indifferent. How can we do that? The extended royal family. I just hope I haven't accidentally... Okay, we're gonna kill... Right, we killed the Shia. We killed the Shia to get Arab nationalism and kill everyone else. Are you gonna debate SS officer? Man, SS officer is just the greatest, man. Anglo-Mongol Union, the gruesome twosome of imperialistic winsome. The Mongols weren't actually imperialistic though. They didn't export capital, you know. But they did, yeah, they did do, like, the Mongols, honestly, they were, like, you know, the Mongols, they weren't that bad. Like, in the end, the Mongols were a net good, you know? It doesn't matter that they killed, like, fucking 400 million people. No. It doesn't matter that they helped spread the Black Plague faster. No. in the end, it was pretty good, you know? Eurasian unity. Ba'ath is Saudi Arabia. I'm sorry, what? Yes. And this new... It's not Saudi Arabia, because when you empower the Ba'athism, over here, when you empower the Ba'athism, fucking Myanmar, you go nationalist outlook and you establish a republic. You will be known as the Islamic Republic of Arabia. Yeah, right now it's saying Islamic Republic of Arabia because we are Salafists, and so that's the cosmetic tag that is being applied. And we're gonna replace the royal family with the tribal leaders. And that's gonna piss off a whole bunch of people as well. Sternberg was right. Net good. Say that to Baghdad. I know. I'm saying net good, not like good. Okay? It was pretty bad for Baghdad. It was pretty bad for fucking Kaffa. It was pretty bad for Moscow. It was even worse for fucking Ryazan, Tula, Yaroslavl, fucking Nizhny Novgorod, Vladimir, and all the eastern Russian Rus cities, you know? Fucking the Golden Ring cities. It was definitely not good for fucking Samarkand. It was not good for Beijing, which was not called Beijing at the time, but it was even worse for Zhengzhou. It was pretty bad for Jinan. Was pretty fucking shit for Hangzhou. And, well, wasn't all that good for fucking Saigon or Southeast Asia as well, but, I mean, can you blame them? Alright, so, can we take that new? An indifferent opinion or above? The fuck are you talking about? Oh, right, I just did the Shia affairs. Wait, what do you mean I cannot rally the Sunnis? Has completed the focus, denounced the Iranian meddling. Huh. Denounced the Iranian... Oh, that's pretty far down the strategic affairs. So we're gonna need to first sideline the Palestinians, which pisses off the ulema. But we don't particularly care about the ulema, do we? At least not right now. Secret cooperation with Israel. Amazing. Antagonize Iran. Okay, yeah. This could be bad. Well, we can always cheat out of that problem. We could always cheat out of that problem. Oh, actually, we don't need to do that because this is going to increase the royal family popularity anyway, or popularity, or whatever you want to call it. This is also going to increase. So no war on imperialism. The fuck are you talking about? Of course I'm going to do war on imperialism. Because I am going to take region. See, I don't see any reason why I cannot keep to the status quo, and then when I switch, take the regional upheaval, because these two things are not mutually exclusive, you know? And there's no, like, requirement here saying you have to have not chosen keep to the status quo. Of course, I could just avoid the problem and take influence North Africa, South of Morocco, 8 Sudan, and speaking of Morocco, fucking hell, $71 billion. I don't think that's worth it. That's a lot of $1 billion. Thoughts on the Fallout pre-war mod in development? Looks like a meme. and it's a Russian mod. You forgot Kiev, literally sacked to the ground. I forgot Kiev, you are correct. And in fact, the Mongol invasion destroyed Kiev as the center of the Rus, so, you know. Yeah, overall the Mongol invasions were pretty good for Moscow. They were pretty good for Moscow and pretty bad for every other Russian city. Yes, I just said Russian and Kiev wasn't it. Whatever. I don't think you can do regional upheaval as Saudi Arabia, can you? What do you mean? One of the following must be true. Current ruling party is emerging outlook. Current ruling party is nationalist outlook. Or all of the following must be true. Country is Saudi Arabia. Ruling party is not aligned. Or Al-Qaeda is in government. So you can do regional upheaval. And so I can do war on imperialism. I see no problem with that, to be honest. I like how we have 157. Oh. Hello, Putin. Anyway, if we back the strongmen in Egypt... Oh, but this requires keep to the status quo. So we just need to take the status quo thing anyway. So the fight pro-American alignment. Yeah, we could have done that, but... Hey! Jordan should be in. What do you mean? I see no Jordan membership here. But they don't have the spirit. And they're not in the tooltips. Yeah, there's something bug with the Gulf Cooperation Council, but whatever. I don't care. You think you'll play around with the Russian Civil War mod more? Possibly. So Ukraine is true Russian clay then in your views, lol. Well, no. It's just that, like, culturally, and again, I'm saying culturally, okay? Countries are more than culture. But culturally and historically, Ukraine and Russia are pretty indivisible. Like, you know, Ukraine is vaguely, very vaguely a descendant of the Polish-Lithuanian part of Western Ukraine. That's where essentially the sort of idea of Ukraine as being separate from Russia comes from. And see, like, the Ukrainians that were part of, you know, the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, they did have a, you know, they did have a sort of established power base, but they weren't that important. Just like the Ukrainians that were, you know, the so-called small Russians, part of the Russian Empire. So when later Russia comes in and takes over the rest of Ukraine, until the 20th century, it's not like, you know, this causes many issues. Then Ukrainian nationalism picks up, but, you know, that's partly because nationalism picks up in the entirety of the Russian Empire. And, you know, like, 8% unity rip. Build some military and civs. Oh yeah, I am doing that. But first I need to build all of the infrastructure so that I get more oil production. So it's kind of a yes and no thing, you know? There are many reasons why Ukraine is Russia. And there are many, you know, just as good reasons why Ukraine is not Russia. And so basically, just like with many other things, honestly, about, like, should this country be free from that country, or, you know, that ethnicity have its own state or something like that. See, like, personally, I'm not very much into nationalism as a whole. So in this case, on both sides of the debate, it's like either it's Russian, sort of greater Russian nationalism, or it's Ukrainian small nationalism. And it's like, I just find the whole thing very, very petty because I don't see that much of a difference. But if we're talking about like how international relations and countries actually work, guess what? Countries are not independent because they have a right to be. Countries are independent because they can be. Now, if a nation, cannot keep control over its territory and there's a power vacuum, that's going to become an independent state. But is that independent state able to maintain independence? In most cases, no, really, because even though Ukraine is an independent country, it's very, very heavily dependent on either Russia or the United States, or maybe Germany, depending on the world situation. And it's like, this is with Ukraine, which is a nation of like, what, 40 million people? Something like that? Should be something of this, maybe even more. Maybe even more than 40, maybe. I think it should be something like 40, 45 million people. Like, think about with smaller countries like fucking, I don't know, Armenia. Like, Armenia in real life is an independent country only on the map and in the UN. For everything else, it's Russia. It's basically Russia, like, like Russian oligarchs and stuff own basically all of the major industry in Armenia. The Russian government, or sorry, the Armenian government is heavily subsidized by Russia. There's a Russian military base in Armenia. Armenia is not a real country. Armenia is a Russian puppet. And yet, Armenian nationalists are going to be like, well, that's better than being directly under Turkey or something. And it's like, yeah, I can see why. But at the same time, I just find the whole thing very, very petty, It's like, as well, Kurdistan or something. Like, the Kurdish, the Iraqi Kurdish region is very, very independent, but it's also very dependent on the United States. Some countries just aren't viable on the world stage because the way international relation works, it's not like, ideologically based, or it's not feelings based. It's about, resources, their partitioning, financial power, military power, all those considerations. And due to geography, 46 million, thank you. So Denmark isn't a real country. Well, no, really. Denmark is mobilized the SSR? Yeah, apparently it's the Denmark Soviet Socialist Republic. No, but like, see, like, for all intents and purposes in real life, Denmark is basically just a part of, it's either a part of the EU or it's worthless. Because it's just too small to have any say in international relations. Now, bigger countries leaves, what about Kosovo? I'll get to Kosovo in a little bit. Bigger countries leave smaller countries like the ability to call themselves an independent nation to make them feel good or whatever. I'm oversimplifying, by the way. But, like, when push comes to shove, if you're fucking Belgium, right? And, like, France wants you to do something, can you say no? Right now, you can, because world tension is low. I'm going to use the Hearts of Iron 4 terminology. In 2020, in the world in 2020, like, I love how all the memes of, like, oh, 2020 worst year, ever or something. And there's, like, there's some truth to that. Obviously, we haven't seen such, like, such important tensions and upheavals in the world since, well, probably 2001, probably since 9/11. But come on, compared to other periods in history, compared to even like fucking 1973, world's a pretty peaceful place, although it's gonna get worse because, when push comes to shove, it's probably gonna get worse because, China, blah, 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 the global order is in peril, blah, 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 India, the rise of some African nations, blah, 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 trade wars, blah, 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 terrorism, blah, 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 pandemics. So, that's likely not to get better. And when that doesn't get better, then what is Belgium going to do in a scenario where there's like security, concerns to uphold, and you're Belgium? Belgium cannot provide for its own security if there's a problem. Of course, I've chosen a pretty wrong example because Belgium is surrounded by two massive allied countries, France and Germany. But guess, like, if it wasn't, if, like, for example, Britain turned, nasty and wanted to invade Belgium, who could guarantee the security of Belgium? Belgium or France? France. So if France wants Belgium to do something and the world is not as peaceful as it is right now, Belgium has to say yes. There's no other, or get its ass fucking slapped. There we go, antagonize Iran. Or get its ass slapped, countries can always get their asses slapped. Like, for example, Turkey. Turkey's a real country, it's got a big ally in the US, but if it has a need to, it can also, sort of muddy the waters a little bit and have a sort of independent foreign policy. There are a ton of reasons why you could have what you say you might anger a certain Montenegrin YouTuber. Oh, about Kosovo. Oh yeah, we'll get to Kosovo in a little bit. Like a country like Turkey or Saudi Arabia, there's like a ton of reasons why a country might have a sort of semi-independent foreign policy or a semi-independent, like, internal affairs. With a lot of countries, in fact, with most countries, they're relatively independent in how they manage their internal affairs, and that's why we call them countries and not, literal regions. But, like, for example, even like a country such as Armenia, I'm not an expert on Armenia, but the little that I know, internally, they can't do too many things that's gonna piss off Russia just because Russia has such a high influence in them. That is why, for example, when Ukraine basically turned pro-Western, they didn't really, do that many things that would align them internationally pro-Western, but they were starting to do things internally that were angering the Russian community, or the Russian-speaking community. So a Ukrainian internal affair over essentially the balance of power between the regions and the central government got the Russians to intervene. So even in internal affairs, sometimes countries can anger bigger powers and get their asses slapped. Okay, so how do we realize the dream of pan-European Mosliest federal EU? Oh, of course, we all need to head to Malta and vote for the Imperium Europa party, which is a real party, and realize they've even got like the little Mosley lightning bolt thing, like, like with the People's Action Party in Singapore. Oh, really? Really? You don't have the real lightning bolt thing? What the fuck? So, like, the little symbol for the yeah, like this one. What the fuck? They don't have this. See, this is in real life, this symbol is the symbol of the People's Action Party in Singapore, but they don't have it as the symbol, as a custom symbol. That's actually fucking annoying. And this was obviously like the fucking symbol of the Mosley or whatever. There's actually a party in Malta that has that symbol, and they're like, straight up fucking fascist pan-Europeans. Based Imperium Europa. I know, right? Ma perché non fai qualche video in italiano? Because nobody speaks Italian. Abbastanza. Diciamo che in parte per quello, in parte anche per il fatto che, cioè semplicemente non mi viene la voglia. I like how South Sudan, during all this time, is still alive. South fucking Sudan is still alive. During this time, I'm rambling about things. So yeah, that's the whole thing. That's the whole picture about my views on the whole nationalism and independence. I'm not a nationalist. I'm against it on principle. And even if... Sierra Leone, are you okay? Amazing. even if I was in favor, not on principle, yeah, I'll get to Kosovo in just a little bit and then I'll end the stream because it's getting late. Like, you gotta realize how countries work, you know? The death of Sheikh Zayed, a sad day for the Al Nahyan family. That's pretty cool. Flavor events deepen the safety net. Oh, really now? What are you doing? Wait. He turned. He turned to Western. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. He turned to Western. Our aim is that Malta, the sacred island of Melita, this land of honey, will be the first liberated nation in the whole white world, liberated from the enemy within and the enemy without. I know, right? Imagine being against protecting national sovereignty as a principle. Cringe. No, but like, see, it's not because I want countries to be subject. It's because in the modern world, the vast majority of countries that could have achieved national sovereignty have already achieved national sovereignty. Like, for example, I think that decolonization was fundamentally good. I think that, like, even the Balkan wars, like, you know, the wars to liberate the nations in the Balkans, even though, you know, they did cause a lot of interesting events in Europe, they were good. Really now? You're gonna show up? Amazing. Fucking, I don't know. I think that the liberation of Ukraine was good from Russia. I don't know. I don't think that the Russian Empire was particularly cool. Oh, speaking of that. They're doing... Amazing. They are doing the big brain. Do you support the Italian annexation of Istria again? Nope. Nope. Anyway, basically, I'm not against the principle of national sovereignty. I am against nationalism, and there's a difference. And again, even if I was for nationalism, you know, the era of national liberation is very much over. Decolonization has put an end to that. And, you know, the emergence of essentially the Western liberal order has put an end to that. The Western liberal order as we know it today. And even if all of that was not true, still, you gotta, like, be realistic. You know, this is why, like, often, of all the schools of international relations, the one that really kind of strikes me as possibly the most accurate is the realist. Because, really now, these countries do not really behave like you want them to, right? They behave according to your interest. And so some countries in the world simply, like, can't exist due to the way the current international order looks. Like, fucking Tibet cannot exist. Because even if it was an independent state, like, who's gonna defend fucking Tibet? Maybe the United States. Can the United States project power in Tibet? No. Is Tibet a vital enough interest of the United States or of India that they're gonna go to war with China? No. Is Tibet gonna be able to defend itself? No. Does Tibet even have, like, the economic resources to sustain itself as a state? No. So what would happen even if the Chinese were to just say, like, well, whatever, just be free? What would happen is that probably Tibet would just collapse into fucking warlordism, you know? Anyway, we're gonna get to Kosovo. So Kosovo, see, like, this is a very nasty subject because this is gonna sound cringe, but both sides are pretty terrible. This is gonna sound cringe and centrist, but both sides are fucking horrific, okay? Both sides committed genocide. Well, not genocide, but ethnic cleansing. Both sides just want the elimination of the other from this territory. And it's like, the quote-unquote good part is that it doesn't matter, because in the end, in the next like 50 or so years, it's pretty inevitable that both Serbia and Albania are gonna join the EU, and so Kosovo is gonna become a non-issue. So, funnily enough, Kosovo does not matter. Because both Albania and Yugoslavia, Serbia, assuming nothing really weird happens, are just not self-sufficient enough to stay out of the orbit of especially Germany. Now, Albania tends to lean a lot more towards the United States, and so that could be a bit of a problem. But generally, the United States likes countries that are very pro-United States to be in the European Union, which is why, for example, before Trump's weirdness, the US was very much against Brexit, because they wanted the UK and the EU to sort of, you know, if something pro-US needed to be passed, or if the EU was going to be too independent from the US, you know, just fucking unleash the British in there and sort of cause trouble. So Albania in the EU could be in the US interests. Ooh, the extended royal family. Oh, so we... Oh, shit, we need to do like the... Oh, crap. We need to do the whole... Huh, I see what you mean there, my friend. We need to do the old, like, kind of like the Chinese, where you have to appease the Communist Party all the time every time you pass a reform. I see, that's cool. I like that mechanic. He was always a Western art. Oh, okay, really now, so... Oh shit, it's Qatar, right, it's Qatar that's not aligned. I thought Abu Dhabi was not aligned, but actually, yeah, right, Abu Dhabi is Dubai, right, they are... The United Arab Emirates is always not aligned. Basically... Aung San Suu Kyi released. Like, I feel like, funnily enough, the best, quote-unquote, best option here would be a non-ethnic independent Kosovo. That would not happen. Like, historically, okay, historically, Kosovo is Serbia. Currently, Kosovo is Albania. None of the two sides really have a moral right. Serbia, if push came to shove, Serbia could definitely impose themselves. If, you know, there wasn't interference from anyone else in the world, Serbia would definitely impose themselves. Which is a bit like the same situation with, like, Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh. Like, if there was no intervention from Russia, the Azerbaijanis could just walk in and take it. Just, you know, tomorrow, they'd just be like... Because the Azerbaijanis have spent, like, fucking billions of their oil money on military, and you know they've got like 3 times the population. I don't. Am I saying cringe? Yeah, 2 times the they've got like 2 times the population. They've got like something like 5 times the GDP. I don't remember, but you know, some ridiculous number like that. If it push came to shove tomorrow, and the Russians were like, "Yeah, go ahead, Azerbaijan, do whatever you want," the Azerbaijanis could just walk in. Same thing with Serbia. Like, if the US and Germany and France were like, fine, Serbia, just take it tomorrow, they could just walk in. Same with Bosnia. They could just go in and take it, you know, next day. Just, they'd have problems, you know, in the end with, you know, resistance and all, but they could do it easy. So yeah, that's my whole stance on Kosovo. One, I don't care because I'm not, you know, I'm not in favor of any kind of nationalism. It's not like I want to support Russia or the EU, or yes, the EU as nationalism, European nationalism, or the United States. If I were a European nationalist, I'd obviously support Albania. If I were pro-Russian, I'd obviously support Serbia. If we were to speak about historical claims, it's Serbian, guys. It's like, you cannot say that. See, like, for example, Ukraine, if we're speaking historically, it should be partitioned between Poland and Russia. But, like, history matters only a little bit, which is also why, for example, Istria is not Italian today. And South Tyrol is. Wait, what the fuck? Why can I not click this away? I have to click that a lot. Which is like, for example, why South Tyrol is Italy, while Istria is not Italy. Despite the fact that historically, there's much more claims for Italy to have Istria than South Tyrol. they do not have the interest of the European people in mind. See, that's where you're wrong. Because nationalism is not just about having the interest of the people in mind. And one, they do have the interest of quote-unquote the European people. Also, the European people doesn't mean anything. Like, there's European... Fucking denounce Iranian meddling. Let's get some universal suffrage. There's European... Okay, there's different types of European business interests. There's European financial interests. There's European, you know, regional small businesses. There's European regional, you know, workers. There's a whole bunch of interests. So the quote-unquote European people doesn't mean anything. But they do push for the idea of the European people. And that's one, like, ideologically, that's nationalism. In, like, speaking in actual, like, you know, practical policy positions, pushing for example, an independent European foreign policy, independent from America and united, you know, having a united voice for all the different European countries into one, you know, one voice internationally, is European nationalism. Like, that's just the definition of it. Like, when all the Italian states united to form Italy, that was Italian nationalism. That meant having the borders look united. That meant having no toll tax on tariffs on the goods coming from one region to another. That's nationalism, and that's, you know, Schengen. It meant pushing the idea of one culture above all else, above, you know, quote-unquote regional or dialects, and that's something the European Union sort of is planning on doing, and they're sort of doing right now. Erasmus is a thing, so it is nationalism, you know. Oh shit, I'm not paying attention to my gameplay. Anyway, Eurasian nationalism, Jesus Christ. Eurasian nationalism would definitely be big brain. So what is your belief when it comes to people and nations or countries? What deserves to exist or just what can exist? Well, I don't believe in borders, for one. So I don't really believe in... I don't believe that nations are necessary for the long-term development of mankind, if we want to put it in a more eloquent way. But at the same time, it's not like I want, for example, there to be one world culture. I think that is, like, in the end, the likely result of the development of the human race as a whole. But it's not a thing that is desirable right now, I don't think. Especially because it's impossible right now. Like, logically, it's gonna happen eventually. But that eventually might be like 3,000 years from now, so... Is there even any use of speaking about it right now? No. Like... When it comes to political beliefs and political, you know, theories, it's always pretty good to stay in the practical. Like, for example, I think that... Very good. Very nice. I think that in like 100 years or so, you could have like a world government, and I don't mean like super UN or New World Order. I mean that nations would exist within that, but not in the way they do within the UN, and that they couldn't go against the general interest. European nationalism is a today's globalism. The order of the universal values is an order of the European values. Yeah, but see, like, you can have a universalist nationalism. Also, universalism would involve, like, potentially all of mankind. Like, for example, fucking empires are universalist because they don't they have a dominant culture, they have a dominant people group, they have a dominant ethnicities or whatever you want to, you know, say. But then everyone else is supposed to be able to be assimilated within that order and within that civilization. So the Roman Empire was universalist. It was not nationalist. It was not like Latin nationalism. The Romans thoroughly believed that they could instill the virtue of Romanness even on people that ethnically are not Roman. Which is why, for example, you have like the Black Emperors, or you have the, the Germanic emperors, the Illyrian emperors. Same with the Chinese. Like the Chinese Empire was universalist. They believed that their order of the, earthly realm, the whole difference between heaven and earth, they believed that their empire was ordained by heaven to rule over the earth. And so everyone around them in a concentric circle radiating outward was more and more barbarian. But that, eventually the entire world could become civilized. So that's universalism. The European Union, if we're speaking about the European continent, yes, it's universalist because they believe that, it's the European continental... The NLD comes to power in Myanmar. Amazing. Fucking Burmese Hitler has arrived. Amazing. Like in Brussels, they do not promote the unity of mankind. That would be universalism today. Like for example, the one like establishment ideology that is actually universalist today, or that has a universalist component. Oh, well, there goes King Fahd. Is the Vatican, the Catholic Church, or the Church in general, religion. Religion, most of the time, is universalist. So, for example, the Catholic Church is like the only major world organization that is really universalist, in that it partially, because when push comes to shove, like single national clergies tend to support their nation state anyway, like they did in the First World War. But in theory, on the basis of their teachings, the Vatican promotes the idea that all men, in some way or another, are equal before God, and so they're universalist. So universal fascism now based. Oh, Jesus Christ. That is, like, so weird. Also, I kind of like the definition of the EU as irredentist. See, like, it would be fully irredentist if, like, for example, it believed about, like, Ukraine entered the EU, and they were like, yes, we need the Crimea back. That would be fully irredentist EU, and that would be, like, based as fuck. I can't imagine enough people caring about the future of humanity in a universal sense, let alone holding the same ideal of humanity. Well, I feel like that's actually a very widespread belief, but at the same time, like, yeah, right now nationalism is definitely ultra-dominant. But it's not about really beliefs, actually. It's about what's useful, quote-unquote. Like right now, nationalism is extremely useful to people like this guy or whatever, the ruling classes. So nationalism is going to be dominant, but conditions may change, And, like, today we are educated to be nationalists, right? Like, from birth, we're like, okay, so, like, our country, maybe we're not, like, radically nationalist because, radically nationalist people, again, currently aren't really in the political mainstream, but it's pretty widespread to be like, yeah, I support my country because it's my country, and, like, oh, so great. So, like, for example, even for the coronavirus thing, like, right now, there's a lot of Italians, like, blaring out the national anthem or whatever, or putting Italian flags out of their window. No wonder Woodstock attracts so many big-brain individuals. Amazing. Simply a matter of what is conventional? Yeah, exactly. Like, in a different order, different beliefs would prevail. So it's really not about, like, who the majority of the people, like, what ideology the majority of the people you know, quote unquote, follow, even though like vast, absolute, incredibly vast majority of people are apolitical. That's also something that we should really keep in mind. It's really about what does the world look like and how like children are educated, because a lot of it is about like education. Like I have been educated in the liberal, you know, like European, Western 2000s. And so, like, instinctively, I have those values. Then, you know, life experiences, blah, 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 I can change them. But as a whole, I'm in that template. If I had been born 100 years ago, I'd be a lot more naturally Italian nationalist rather than European nationalist. Like, if I was a blank state, I'd be a sort of mildly pro-Europe liberal. So, I don't know. That's just generally how I think people work. It's been that way throughout human history. Now, I am a big brain man and I'm kind of different from that, but, you know, you never have to really sort of forget that that is the reality of the situation. So these, for me, are future scenarios, not necessarily far future, but, you know, I think that nations, not really the cool thing. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream. Just one last thing is the thoughts on the far future scenario where space settlement outside the solar system, there will be an ethnic exodus of people who face demographic extinction. What do you mean? So like, you mean like, for example, if the Great Replacement meme was real and like the Europeans were dying because all the brown people were taking over, that all the Europeans would like run away to Jupiter or something? I don't think that that would be how it works. I think, okay, I think space colonization can only be achieved under a united Earth, which is also part of why I support a united Earth, because, come on, we gotta head there sometimes. Because if we go by, like, modern-day capitalist logic, like, you go ahead and explore space if there's an economic reason to do it, and outside of, like, mining certain asteroids for certain rare minerals in very limited quantities, because, come on, if you like, mine, like, 1 billion tons of gold from an asteroid and bring it to Earth, the value of gold is gonna explode. Fucking economics 101, anyone can tell you that. And so you wouldn't want to mine gold anymore because, you know, the value's not there. Yeah, ethnic minorities can ascend into another planet. I don't think that that's possible. Another option would be that, like somehow this, you know, economic system survives, like, 300 years or something, and so it has to adapt to, you know, very, very, very different, a very, very different technological environment than today, and so then it has to colonize the solar system. And, you know, again, do the asteroid mining or whatever. I don't think that that would result easily in... I don't think that would result easily in, like, nation states emerging in space. But what might happen is that, like, yes, if, again, you wait long enough and, you know, like, essentially nation-based capitalism, more or less liberal, survives, yes, eventually you would have that, like, single countries would, you wouldn't have, like, a UN colony. You'd have probably, like, a US colony on, let's say, the moon, right? And then there would be a Chinese colony on the moon, and then there would be, like, an ASEAN colony, and a Eurasian Union colony, and a EU colony. Yeah, it would probably be that way. I don't think that it would really be, like, a self-sponsored or privately sponsored thing, though. Like, again, as Blake Oliver is saying, a truly oppressed group wouldn't have the agency or capital to colonize another planet, let alone another solar system. Like, someone who would have the capital and the resources to put together something like that. Again, because like in capitalism, things work because of economic interest, right? And so if there is, so they either work in terms of economic interest, but also states can do shit that's not, you know, financially profitable, but that it like increases their big dick score, you know, the prestige, their military standing, their international clout. And, you know, setting up like a moon colony would definitely increase like the prestige of the United States or China. You know, that was the whole thing about the space race. That and, you know, putting together the research apparatus, which then can be recycled into other things, because, you know, like, where do you think all the research to like put a satellite into space and, you know, put a man on the moon went? It went into the military industrial complexes. That's how it works. And then it trickled down into the private sector. So it had, down the line, it had economic benefits, but that's only something that a state can do. It's not something a private actor is going to think about, because the private actors think about, you know, quarterly and yearly and maybe like 5-year profit margins. And if we're talking about space colonization, yeah, it's going to be done by, at the beginning, probably only the United States, China, and India, and the European Union. They're probably going to be the only actors actually able to put together the capital and also have the reason to do that. Then it would spread to a whole bunch of other actors, because like all the breakthrough technologies and research and all the nasty sort of side effects, you know, failures, had been already observed. All the most difficult things had already been dealt with by the big powers doing it. And then you'd have, like, for example, Turkey and Russia and, you know, perhaps fucking Egypt, perhaps Iran, perhaps some African countries, perhaps ASEAN, perhaps just Indonesia, Vietnam, Japan, definitely, South Korea, Mexico and Brazil getting on the fun. And then it would trickle down into the private sector. But we're talking about fucking hundreds of years, probably. So, I don't know. И, конечно, как всегда, мой чат стала русская. Стала русской. Хорошо. Well, anyway, Elon Musk, hold my beer. Let's see that. Well, Elon Musk is not debased at all. Anyway, other than that, well, thank y'all for joining my stream. Thank y'all for the big brain chat. And if I have time in the next few days, which let's face it, I most likely do because I'm in quarantine. Well, I'm not in quarantine, I'm in lockdown. But, you know, there is the whole curfew stuff, so it's not like I got much other things to do. Yeah, I'll continue this playthrough. So yeah, see y'all.